The last session we had seen the basic fundamental concepts of functional dependency. Now let's solve a GATE 2000 question directly based upon the question of FDs. The question is, given the following relation instance, which of the following functional dependencies are satisfied by the instance? So let's try to understand what the question is asking. One relation is given and 4 options are given, and we need to check which of the FDs given in the options are satisfied by the instance or not. So let's quickly revise the basics of FD that we had seen in the last session. Now we had seen two things. Whenever left hand side can determine right hand side, we can say that the FD is valid, or left hand side should uniquely determine the value of right hand side, we say that the FD is valid, or whenever there is an agreement on the left hand side, there must also be an agreement on the right hand side, then and then only the FD will be valid. If there is no agreement on the left hand side, you need not check the right hand side, the FD will always be valid. The FD will be invalid if and only if there is agreement on the left hand side, but there is no corresponding agreement on the right hand side. Okay. So what we will do, we will observe the data and we will check the options one by one. Now first of all, if we see option A, XY gives the value of Z, you can check the left hand side of this FD, which is XY, and if you see all the 4 tuples, then there is no agreement in XY. And what we can say, that the XY combination of values is unique across all the tuples, and that is why this particular FD will be a valid FD. Because what is the rule? If there is agreement on the left hand side, then there should be an agreement on the right hand side. Here there is no agreement on the left hand side, and that is why the FD will be satisfied. And second part of this question is, Z gives the value of Y. Now let us check this. Z gives the value of Y, left hand side will be Z. Now here there is an agreement in the left hand side, but there is no agreement on the right hand side, because what we can say, that T1, T2, T3 and T4. Okay, we can say that T1 and T4 agree on the value of Z, but they don't agree on the value of X, and that is why this particular FD is invalid. Let's take option B. Again it is YZ combination. Now we can see left hand side is YZ, 4 2, 5 3, 6 3 and 2 2. There is no agreement on the left hand side. You need not check right hand side. The FD will be valid. And after that we will check this FD Y determines Z. Again the same reason, there is no agreement on the left hand side, which is Y alone, and that is why you need not check the right hand side, which is Z alone, and therefore this particular FD will also be valid. Let's check option C. Again YZ determine X, we have already checked, it's a valid FD. Let's check X determines Z, X gives Z. Now here T1, T2 and T3 agree on the value of X, but there is no corresponding agreement on the value of Z, and that is why this particular FD will be violated. And let's check then XZ gives Y. Let's check the left hand side, which is XZ. Now here there is an agreement between T2 and T3 on the value of XZ, 1 1 and 3 3, but there is no corresponding agreement on the value of Y. That's why this particular FD is invalid. And last option is Y gives the value of X. So let's see here, there is no agreement in the left hand side, which is Y, and therefore this particular FD will also hold. Or what we can see, because all the values of Y are different, from Y you can uniquely determine the value of X. That's why this Y gives X will be a valid FD. Similarly, XZ gives Y, given the value of XZ, you cannot uniquely determine the value of Y. For example, if we take XZ is equal to 1 3, okay, X equal to 1 and Z equal to 3, we cannot uniquely determine the value of Y, because the value of Y can be either 5 or it can be equal to 6. Similarly, in this FD Z gives Y, if I give you the value of Z like Z equal to 2, then you cannot uniquely determine the value of Y, because here Y can be either 5 or 6, or if I give you Z equal to say 3, sorry, when Z equal to 2, Y can be either 4 or 2, and when Z equal to 3, then Y can be either 5 or 6. So from Z you cannot determine the unique value of Y, and that is why this particular FD will be invalid. And now we can see, because all the options are having AND, only that option where both the FDs are valid will be a correct option, and that's why only option B is there such that both the FDs are valid, and that's why option B will be the correct answer for this question. Okay, so the question is quite simple and straightforward, but you need to understand the very basic nature of FD. Left hand side should uniquely determine the value of right hand side, or whenever there is an agreement on the left hand side, there should be a corresponding agreement on the right hand side, and FD will be violated if and only if there is an agreement on the left hand side but there is a disagreement on the right hand side. So I hope you are very clear with this question. We will see one more example in the next session.